Recap of Everything Everywhere All at Once 2022, spoilers ahead. Basic setup and context. The film is directed by Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert collectively, the Daniels, and stars Michelle Yeoh as Evelyn Kwan Wang. Evelyn is a middle-aged Chinese-American immigrant running a laundromat with her husband, Waymond Wang Ke-hoi Kwan, and facing multiple stresses, an IRS audit, disconnection from her daughter Joy Wang, and a visiting authoritarian father, Gong Gong. Amid this domestic struggle, Evelyn is thrust into a cosmic crisis involving parallel universes, multiversal chaos, and the fate of reality itself. Recap plot summary. Here's a more or less chronological breakdown of what happens. Opening and everyday life. Evelyn is under strain. The family laundromat is failing. Waymond brings divorce papers which Evelyn ignores. Joy is distant and hiding her relationship with a non-Chinese partner. Gong Gong criticizes Evelyn's failures. At the IRS, Evelyn and Waymond meet the auditor, Deirdre Beauberdrake Jamie Lee Curtis. The meeting seems routine, until Waymond's body is overtaken by an alternate universe version of himself, Alpha Waymond, and the Multiverse Crisis is revealed. The multiverse and verse jumping. Alpha Waymond explains that every choice spawns parallel universes. In the Alphaverse, his Evelyn developed verse-jumping technology which lets a person access skills memories of their alternate selves. The threat. Her daughter Joy in that reality now, Jobu Tupaki, has fragmented her mind by jumping through universes and now threatens to destroy all realities by creating the Everything Bagel, a singularity that could nullify everything. Evelyn is given a device to verse jump and begins tapping into alternate lives. A kung fu star, a chef, even a rock. She fights Jobu's minions while also confronting what her life could have been. Conflict and turning point. As Evelyn jumps, she starts losing her grip. Jobu reveals that her objective isn't domination but nihilistic. She wants someone who sees that nothing matters. In one universe, Evelyn behaves recklessly, stabs Waymond, destroys the laundromat, signaling her descent. Evelyn enters the Everything Bagel with Jobu. She is seduced by the idea of ending all, of nothingness. At that moment her device rings and she hears, "Be kind, stop fighting," from Waymond in her prime universe. That snaps her. She realizes that while everything could matter, kindness matters more. She uses her verse-jumping power to repair damage, prevent destruction, and bring Joy and Waymond back from despair. Resolution. Evelyn reconciles with Joy, acknowledging her identity and her girlfriend. She also mends things with Gong Gong and accepts imperfections in her life. Jobu enters the bagel alone. Evelyn chooses to stay. Time later, Evelyn returns to the IRS with Waymond and Joy, still facing an audit but grounded in love and choice rather than cosmic chaos. Themes and key observations. Choice, regret and possibility. The multiverse serves as metaphor for the what-ifs in Evelyn's life. What if she pursued other dreams? The film explores fulfillment, regret, and acceptance. Connection and kindness. Ultimately the film argues that amidst infinite possibilities, the act of choosing to connect, to care, is what gives life meaning. Nihilism versus meaning. Jobu embodies nihilism, everything and nothing matter. Evelyn's turn toward humanism and small acts of love is the emotional core. Immigrant and familial identity. Evelyn's story speaks to immigrant experience, generational conflict, cultural expectations and the pressure to achieve. These personal stakes make the sci-fi spectacle grounded. Spectacle is emotion. The absurd visuals, hot dog fingers, universe jumping, bagels, serve both as comic relief and emotional amplification of Evelyn's inner crisis. My take, summary thoughts. Everything Everywhere All at Once is a rare film that balances high-concept science fiction with deeply human emotion. The Daniels embrace Blizzard-like visual chaos, but at the heart is a mother trying to save her marriage, daughter, laundromat, and, it turns out, the multiverse. Michelle Yeoh anchors avalanche of weirdness with nuance and heart.